Hello everyone. I will present about the presentation that my group and I have made. So the title of the presentation with material we created is Communication of Writing Business Effective. Okay, beforehand I will introduce people in my group. It is group number 4. I am Bagus Witri Prasetiyo with name 4121911097. And next Tessa Maulania Maghfiro with name 4121911103. And last is Yori Rafiola with name 4121911092 from ABL class 3B Employers Polytechnic Negeri Batam. Okay, I will give little bit information from our presentation materials which explain how to communicate and write English in everyday life and in the work environment. In the sense that this presentation teaches how to speak good English in everyday life to the world of work, because today English is a global language and almost all advanced companies use English. So this presentation is to develop the readers to practice speaking English properly and correctly. Okay, I think that's enough about explaining a little information from our presentation. It's time for me to present the contents of this presentation more deeply. Okay, chapter 1, why you need to write. In English, this includes knowledge of grammar, punctuation, and sentence, necessary as is correct spelling and formatting. So English is the language of science of aviation, computers, diplomacy, and tourism. Knowing English increases your chance of getting a good job in a multinational company with your home country or for finding work abroad. It's also the language of international communication, the media, and the internet. So learning English is important for socializing and entertainment as well as work. Okay, next is chapter 2, defining business English. Business English is normally seen as a specialism with teaching and learning English and forms part of English for a specific purpose. It is studied by many non-native English speakers who wish to do business with English-speaking countries or with non-English-speaking countries, using English as a lingua franca. In general, business English is a form of English specially suited to international trade, commerce, and finance. Okay, next. Chapter 3, Writing Business. Writing is one profession that is especially suited to people who want flexibility in where, how, and when they work to fit their lifestyle goals. That's because most type of writing today only requires a computer, an internet connection, and word processing software. The internet is source of information and entertainment, and while much of the is overheard visually such as through video, the written word still the dominant method for delivering online content. So writing is the primary why business get done in the today collaboration for word. When it's done well, business get done well. Next is chapter 4, business writing for today. Business writing today prepares every person to success in the business world by giving them the tools they need to write powerfully. No matter the challenge, in her hypertextile text step by step guidance and tips for success to help person write more clearly and strategy. Readers will learn what to say and how to say it in any medium from tweets and email to proposal and formal report. Every technique comes with concrete example and practice opportunities, helping students transfer their writing skill to workplace and having an excellent knowledge English. Next is academic versus business writing. So there are some different regarding academic writing and business writing as follow. Academic writing is formal. Beside business writing is less formal. And academic writing using the third person and passive voice, but business writing more direct and concise using active voice. And academic writing long, usually complex sentence with ideas, but business writing simple, complete sentence. And academic writing usually APA or MELA style. Business writing neither APA or MELA but block style format. And last, academic writing using submitted papers are considered publication, and business writing usually addressed to a specific person or audience. Okay. Chapter 5, Writing Type Tips for Everyday Business. The tips for writing business everyday, namely, is 1. Less is more in business writing, as in virtually every other kind of writing, concision matters. 2. Avoid jargon. While sometimes jargon is unavailable in a business requirement document or technical specification, for example, try using plainer language. 3. Remember the 5 W and the H. Just like journalists, now story your combination should answer all the question relevant to your audience. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. Next is chapter 6. It is email. Email or electronic mail function as a means of sending message intermediary technology for computer, laptop, and smartphone. Connected to the internet network, email can be used in a variety of ways, either personally or within an organization, as well as one for among a large group of people. Most people find email to be a beneficially way to communicate with individual or a small group or friend or colleagues. It enables you to easily send or receive document, image, links, and other files. Next is structure email. Number one is subject line. There is be specific but concise. 2 is solution. Use honorifics as appropriate. 3. Body text. This section explains the main message of the email. And 4. Signature. Sign the email closing is the last thing your recipient looks at. Your email closing can leave a lasting impression. Next is designing how you write email. Here are a few guidance to help you structure your emails well. A is corporate communication. B, tone and suitability. C, use a good subject title, refresh regularly. And D, refresh email regularly of body text. Next is chapter 7, letter writing. A letter is written message that can be handwritten or printed on paper. It is usually sent to the recipient via mail or a post in envelope. Although there is no requirement as such, any such message that is transferred via post is a letter. A written conversation between two parties. Cover letter with CV. One of the documents that must be prepared in the process of applying for a job in curriculum or CV. This document contains detailed information about person data such as full name, address, place of birth, to the educational background and work experience. Okay, next is chapter 8, structure for presentation slide. There are several steps that must be considered and carried out by secretary in complying the results of a presentation. It is including the timing and the topic, completing and the material. Completing presentation slide. The next step is to make your presentation slide as attractive as possible. There are several principles that you must understand. Text presentation slide function slide that should only contain the important points that turn into the textbook for of detailed explanation. Next is chapter 9, writing script. Script writing is the process of writing stories in the screenplay medium. Script writing is writing down the movement, action, expression, and the dialogue of the character in screenplay. In screenplay format, example conversation in the include script but conversation via social media. There was discussing the preparatory event for the office anniversary. Those who argued with each other and in the end find a mutual agreement. Next is chapter 10, reminder email. Reminder email sample is used as useful tool to use when running a business. You can use it for variety reason. It's as effective as the next one. The only problem, especially for beginner, is how to write a good one. A polite reminder email sample should include a time of fine lines so that the message can be cordially received. But now the most important objective of this communication is to remind the recipient to the certain task. Okay. Next is chapter 11, cancellation meeting. Cancellation meeting is something that occurs in the activities of every company, namely withdrawing from a scheduled appointment. But you can apologize with the aim to cancel or reschedule the meeting again by changing the schedule of the meeting. On the one hand, you can make a reschedule the meeting again by letter or email and making it formality. Next is tips and tricks to cancel the meeting in a good way. As follow, make a request to politely cancel the meeting and be honest about the reason canceling the meeting. And last, be respectful and offer a sincere apology. Okay, next is chapter 12, presentation for training CO worker. Presentations should be for training CO worker should be made as good and attractive as possible, so the audience will understand while you are presenting. There are several ways to make a good perfect presentation. Is prepare materials that support by the presentation, such as discussion that can be understood by the CO workers. 2. Keep short and clear. There is no need to rebel on one for up to 1 hour because it can waste time and make CO workers bored. Focus on the heart of the presentation, but don't take it seriously and don't joke around too much. And last, practice before presentation. Train yourself to be ready to make a presentation starting from your improvised language. If there are still words that are not pleasing to the presentation, catch your breath while speaking and speak as comfort as possible so that your workers are also comfortable or presentation. Okay, next is chapter 13, email launching product. There are 3 steps that are successful in email launching product. Namely is 1. Send message mysterious. Send it one before the product launch. And 2. Announce the new product. Send it 3 or 4 days before product launch. 3. Launch the product and send it on the day you launch the product. Establishing preparation before launching a new product is the best way to get customer interested to buy it. Okay, next is chapter 14, negotiable business meeting. Negotiation business meeting is an activity of each person in the meeting which aims at participation and to achieve a goal and activity that will produce a mutual benefit. The negotiation meeting is a place for discussion mostly to reach mutual agreement negotiated by each other. With business negotiation meeting can be held face to face or online. Okay, next is chapter 15. Make a proposal business. Proposal business more than make a proposal used by a company that is running business where the sellers aim to pursue potential buyers to buy their good or service. There are several important things that must be included in your business proposal. Namely is what your company does. Okay. And next is problem faced by buyers and the solution your company offer and how the company will implement to solve the problem. And the last, an estimate of the resources needed to implement the solution. Okay, I think that's enough what I want to say. I'm sorry if there are errors and sentence and word explanation. Thank you and have a nice day.